Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this as enough for giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, double honors to your apostles and elders, a great millstone, honors to our brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this is going to be a quick lesson just based on this short headline that reads, Severe storm strike on busiest day for air travel ahead of Thanksgiving. Just 2 days before Thanksgiving, 2 storms are sweeping across the U.S., bringing heavy snow to the Midwest, severe weather to the south, and rain to the northeast. So basically, the Lord, he's doing exactly what those of us of the hopeful elect expected him to do. You know, make it very difficult for these people who want to go and celebrate this wicked, unholy day. You know, he's making it difficult for them to do that, whether they're traveling by road or whether they're traveling by air. Because if it rains hard enough, the roads and the highways are going to get flooded. And if it snows, or once again, if it's storming hard enough, then the planes won't take off. So then people are going to get trapped in the airports. So the Lord really is just, bringing judgment. So, I'm going to get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. Isaiah 48:22, there is no peace, saith the Lord Yahweh unto the wicked. And that's right. And people are already stressing because, the government has just recently reopened after it was shut down for a while. And a lot of people were not getting paid. So a lot of people were panicking about what they were going to even do for the holidays because they didn't have any money. And then the government reopens, but I don't think that a lot of people are, gonna make it, have enough money, between having to pay their rent and other things like that to even afford, to do a full on Thanksgiving meal like they used to a couple of years ago. And then on top of that, traveling is always chaotic around the holidays, whether it's the roads being crowded, traffic jams left and right, or the airports being crowded and constant cancellations and delays. And then on top of that, you got to add in the weather, whether it's snowing, whether it's raining. So it's just a lot. And that's why those people who are smart and just stay home and don't try to do all of this traveling for the holidays, they're usually the ones who end up having a better time. But then again, as we've seen, even that's not usually even that's sometimes not the case because, when people are cooking, their Thanksgiving dinner, things catch fire. Homes end up burning to the ground, or apartment complexes catch fire and a bunch of people end up getting displaced. So it's like whether people stay home or whether they're trying to travel, because they're doing it for wicked purposes in the eyes of the Lord, this is what usually ends up happening. Some type of judgment, some type of inconvenience is going to take place. And with everything going on in the world, especially in this country, America, a lot of people, they're looking for some type of relief. Spend the time with their family, eat some food, but even the Lord is making that difficult for them, along with everything else that people have to deal with on a day-to-day basis here. Isaiah 29:6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And the Lord is definitely visiting with these storms and tempests. The rain, the lightning, the snow, in some places tornadoes. It's just constant judgment, constant destruction and chaos. Psalms 83:14. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. The Heavenly Father is going to continue to dish out these storms and tempests upon these different countries, different islands, different cities, and just make life more and more difficult for a lot of people. Power outages, floods, snowstorms, blizzards, powerful winds that, could tear the roof or the siding off of homes, knock trees over onto people's cars, onto people's homes, just cause a lot of disruption and chaos. And see, those of us of the hopeful elect, we understand that this is what's going to be taking place because the Lord has blessed us with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. So as these events play out, we're not shocked. We're not surprised because we already knew it was coming. We're living in the last days. So we expect the Lord to be dishing out judgments more frequently. It's these wicked, simple-minded people who don't pay attention and don't heed the warnings of the men of the Lord, who are constantly getting upset when the judgment of the Lord takes place because they didn't see it coming. A lot of people don't understand what time and season we're in. They don't understand that this wicked system, this wicked society, it's crumbling. The Lord is bringing it down, and it's not going to be smooth either. It's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of destruction, a lot of misery, a lot of death, a lot of mourning and weeping. That's going to happen as this place continues to collapse. As all of these wicked societies, wicked countries, wicked cities, wicked kingdoms continue to collapse. Like it says in 2 Ezra 8:50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So these judgments are getting passed out all over the world, not just here in America. Everybody is feeling it, and everyone's going to continue to feel it, and it's going to get worse and worse. So people think that, this Thanksgiving traveling is difficult. Just wait until Christmas comes around, New Year comes around. The judgments are only going to get amplified, and more people are going to be struggling and suffering. And that's going to be primarily these wicked people with whom the Lord is angry with. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratzazah. Till next time, Shalom.